So I watched an anime recently called Sonny Boy, and I recommend it. This I can say with confidence. It is a trip. I think if there was ever a work which leaves one speechless, this would be it. Because holy hell am I left struggling to find any words to say about this. Okay, what is it about? A class of average Japanese school children is stranded in school in the void. For whatever reason they were transported into a blackness, an endless expanse surrounding them in their own school. At the same time they have been given special powers, although not all of them. And those powers can vary greatly. Some have glowing fingers, others manipulate reality around them, and some can summon whatever items they want from the normal world. So now it's up to them to survive and explore this strange new world, all while trying to figure out everything. So the thing is that I can't complain or praise anything here, because it's all a drug trip. I struggle to say anything without major spoilers, but the problem is that the questions here aren't new. In fact, it's the kind of questions which humanity was asked for millennia. It's an absolutely stunning experience which is impossible to fully grasp. I originally saw it as survival horror or just survival, with kids learning how to cope with this new reality. And it technically is that, but halfway through it goes entirely off the script and into the realm of philosophy, supernatural, and religion of all things. I will just spoil it and say what I thought. So yeah, spoilers, just an FYI, I just wanna make it clear. The kids were in limbo. For whatever reason, God decided to give a certain group of kids special powers, which all accidentally manifested and been transported to this world. But there are countless worlds, and countless other kids trapped there. The problem is that this world, or state, or whatever you want to call that, it doesn't seem to have death or truly a concept of time. People can be there for thousands of years, existing and just being there. There is no goal, no direction, other than whatever they decide to have. And there are some fantastical things possible. The series seems to portray God from the perspective of an entity which is probably the closest to what most religions see God as, i.e. an entity which acts in mysterious ways. It can be seen as cruel, having them trapped there, but they don't have to die anymore. They can freely exist with no fear of old age. I have to be honest, I kind of would like to experience that. I think the last episode showed very well the entire thing. People as is exist in their own bubble, with their own concerns. But there is a space out there, a universe, and the scale is just so enormous, so gigantic and beyond our understanding, but it's easier to ignore it entirely. And once you do grasp it, you start to doubt whenever there's any meaning to anything at all. Because, again, in the grand scheme of things, there isn't any meaning. So wouldn't it be better to exist in a timeless space, immortal and searching for knowledge? All characters start to question, what is death anyway? People can die in many ways and not all of them are tied to bodily functions. They can lose their sense of self, and after a millennia of existence they will just stop thinking and exist. Nothing more. They can also turn into something due to the special powers, an immobile tumor, trapped there for an eternity of suffering until there is no mind anymore. Is that not death? Is complete and utter nihilism not a death in its own right? What is life anyway? So the gist is that this answers nothing, truly, but asks a whole lot of questions which just made me stop in my tracks and silently sit there staring into space as a passage of time rolls over us all. And I would like more people to know about it. Works like this don't really happen often, and if they do, they are generally go in one of two ways. Either it becomes obscure and forgotten, or it becomes celebrated and referred to for decades or centuries to come. I think it's clear which one I'm hoping for.